that level.
Oh yeah, welcome to the Play Level Podcast. Today is Monday, December 20th. We are really there at Christmas, y'all. Christmas is right here. Christmas is this weekend. I'm excited. Not because I'm getting gifts. I tell you, I don't really get gifts on Christmas. And it's fine with me because I got 5 kids, so my focus is on them and I want other people to do the same. I don't know why the young one is calling my phone while I'm streaming. But you know, as I say, and I want the folks to be on them, I think they feel the same way. Calling me while I'm streaming. I'm sorry, I had a peppermint patty. I wanted to try it. It's not as good as the York. Blue Dev in the house. Oh shoot, this is too full. Don't mind if I fix that. So yeah, Christmas time. I'm excited. Wearing my PlayStation ugly sweater. I'm very proud of. I love my sweater. Got the hat to match. Today's Monday the 20th of December. 5 days till Christmas. Hope you guys are going to have a wonderful Christmas. Even if you don't get gifts, like I always say, you know, give love and hope someone gives you love too. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. This sweater I've had since last year. I bought it and I haven't found another PlayStation ugly sweater. I was like, if I buy another ugly sweater, you know, it's got to be something significant because you only really wear it, you know, around Christmas time, maybe once or twice. And I'm like, I don't want to invest because they're kind of expensive. Like ugly sweaters don't come cheap. They're not like, you know, $20 or anything like that. At least not the good ones. And I don't want any of the ones that are $20. They're not well made. And I mean, I know they're not the most beautiful sweaters, period. But some of them are just really ugly. But we got this on sale. Milan has the same one. We're PlayStation twinsies with these sweaters. But yeah, man, I've had a good week. Feeling good. You wouldn't get one that is just Christmas? I mean, it doesn't matter if you get one that is not just Christmas or is just Christmas. When else are you going to be, you know, valid to wear it? Like, when else is somebody going to be able to pull off an ugly sweater? Like, I saw some of the Marvel ones, like they had the Avengers ones, like they had a Captain America, an Iron Man, a Spider-Man. The Miles Morales one though was dope, but you can't wear them any other time but Christmas time, because otherwise you look kind of weird, because they're associated with Christmas time. No matter how you try to dress it up. Like they have some ugly sweater kind of sweaters for regular winter time, but they're never this, like this is just blatantly over the top. Like you don't need all this pattern all over the place on a sweater. Like this is on purpose. You can wear them from Thanksgiving till end of February. No, you can't. I never seen anybody wearing no ugly sweaters in Thanksgiving. Only if like your job like starts doing holiday stuff, you know, early, and they have ugly sweater day. But other than that, man, normally, no, you cannot. So I didn't buy another ugly sweater. I've been trying to get my my tablet to work. I did not know it died. I haven't used it, and it was fully charged last time, but I think it was on. When it's on, the Wi-Fi is connected, it just drains itself. People NBA games already been wearing them? Yeah. Yeah, they have. I would not be rocking a Bulls ugly sweater to the game in February, because it just doesn't feel right to me. It's past that time. I do have, it still hasn't come yet, but we ordered it on stream. Well, we looked for it on stream. Actually, I did order it then. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. Woosah. Speaking of NBA games, nah, we'll save that. We'll save that for when we get to the stories. We'll save that. But my tablet is off, so we're gonna have to do it this way. Ooh, wrong button. I like that button though. I have the 8-bit sounds because I love the way the 8-bit sounds sound. How are we feeling today? I woke up with a sore throat and a little bit of I don't know, I wouldn't say runny nose. It's not coming out this end, it's more inside. So like, I don't know how to call that. I don't know what to call that. I don't know how to categorize that. And I think it's because Jacob has been a little sick. But no, like I had a little sore throat, but then like my nose, like I have like I can feel like the mucus. I'm not like coughing up big lungies or nothing. Sorry to be so graphic. Big giant green globs of lungi. But there is like some like drip going on inside where I feel it, like it's like in the back of my nose, like it's not coming here to where it's dripping out my nose, but yeah, so that was bothering me all day today. It was annoying. It's annoying. No, not that foolish, not in the foolish sense of drip. That's such a dumb term, but you know what I mean. Like snot dripping. No, I don't mumble. Get out of here. Shut up. Anyway, how you feeling today? Besides feeling like being a jerk. Don't have a cow, man. What did that even mean? I never understood what that meant, like when Bart Simpson said it. Don't have a cow, man. What do you mean don't have a cow? I don't understand. Don't be beefing? You think that's what it meant? You think that was the Fox 5 way of saying don't be beefing? Excuse me, sorry. It's just annoying to talk and I can feel it. Like at the top of my throat, like where my neck and my throat connect. But nothing's coming out. It's just like I'm salivating. And it feels like something's there, and I do that and like nothing comes. Like I wish I could just cough something. It's freeze frost outside? No. Not even. It's been in like the 70s, 80s. Actually, I will tell you the temperature currently. The current temperature is 72 degrees outside. And clear skies. It's freezing frost outside. Nope, not around here. 72 and clear skies. December 20th, it's 72 and clear skies. But yeah, you did laundry today? Yeah, which one did you go to? The one down the stairs and down the street? Or down the stairs and then across the street, and then down on that side street, I think it's to the left. You supposed to, I mean, that's on you. You take your time off, book your flight. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. We told you to come when it's cold too. Don't just come in the summer. You know, but you know. Oh, the South Broad one? Okay, so Automod held a message for a reason of race, ethnicity, or religion. And it wants me to allow it. It will post it to the chat. Yeah, because you said Chinaman. Why'd you say Chinaman? Like, it was kind of racist. Don't be coming on my stream with that racist tone. No, I know what you meant. Yeah, I mean, as soon as you say stuff like that, the Automod will go pew. It's like, why are you talking about you know, another race or ethnicity or religion? You know, wants me to allow or deny it. I mean, I don't think it's that serious. I didn't think you meant any harm by it, so. Shout out to all my Asian people out there. Yes, the Asian laundromat. I got a lot of Asian friends, so shout out to all my Asian friends out there. They know my brother's not being racist. They know that. I'm pretty sure he has Asian friends too. But you know, we do live in a sensitive world. So even the Automod is sensitive. Hey, chill out, Automod. Chill out. That's why I cut Nightbot off. I had to cut Nightbot off because Nightbot kept banning people or like timing people out for all caps and for you know, spamming emotes, and they would only do like 4. How are we supposed to show hype and you only letting them do like 2 emotes? So I was like, you know what, Nightbot, bye. You said they are cool. You want to learn to write the characters. What? You mean to draw the character? Or are you talking about like when? I don't understand. I think that word is spelled incorrectly. I don't know which word you're trying to use. Characters or caricatures? Like when they draw like the cartoonish, realistic drawing of you, like most of the time has a bigger head. It accentuates your features and stuff like that. And they draw those pictures like you see them on the street in Manhattan, on 42nd Street in Times Square. You know, stop if you're walking with a girl or something, and they want to draw you real quick. It takes them like 15 minutes, and they got the whole entire portrait. That's what you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about their letters. The way they write their letters, that's their language. I don't know exactly what's the exact word they use, but you could have just said, you know, their symbols for the letters for the words. That's easy. But yeah, let's move on. Let's not get too caught up in stuff that's not, you know, on the ledger here. We want to talk about what have we been playing for the past week. I personally, for the last week, have played I played, what is that? Escape Room Simulator with Halira. Played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with Halira as well. Excuse me. What else did I play? Among Us with Ali. I didn't play much of anything else. We recorded a video. I still didn't put up last week's podcast on my YouTube channel. I apologize. We recorded a video and it's been a task editing it. They're both finished editing and they're both complete. I'm going to post them tonight. Last week's podcast on YouTube I will put tonight, and episode 2 of A Dad Level Christmas that goes up tonight as well. I just had to finish editing it. There was a lot of stuff to edit and it was a long video, so I had to see, am I gonna let it be long or not? I was like, you know what, I'll let the video be long, because what I wanted to do was, you know, have that for the history of the family. That's for when kids get older, they have a video to watch. So I tried not to do too much editing and adding, you know, crazy, you know, stuff to it, but I couldn't help myself. You know, I tried to keep it like a normal like vlog, you know, a family, you know, hanging out and doing Christmas decorating and just being a family, talking and, you know, normal stuff. But I had to throw some, you know, I did a little bit, not too much, but you know, there was something I wanted to add that I forgot to add, but I'm like, all right, it was gonna, you know, I'm good with what I did. You know, it's not too late. I didn't post it yet. I can go back and do it, but it took forever for it to finalize. Like, it's a long video and a lot of elements to it, so it took a long time. So you said you played Warhammer, GTA, 2K, Skate with Halira, Genshin, and now you're playing Fallout 4, making it a winter scary game with mods. Oh, nice. You know, speaking of winter scary games, well, not really scary, but it looked like it was inspired by horror, like survival horror. There's that game Escape from Tarkov. I've been watching this YouTuber play it. Not YouTuber, this Twitch streamer play it. I forget his name. I do want to shout him out. Let me see if I can find it. I should be able to find it. Hopefully I don't hear all the sounds coming from Twitch. Yes, it's muted. Let's see, is he still on? He was on for a while, but might not still be on. But I should be able to see it. Let me see. Where's the... Isn't there supposed to be like a part that says, you know, continue watching or whatever if I was watching something? I know I hit the follow button. I'd be so mad if I didn't. I don't like doing that. Oh, there we go. Stock 1206. Shout out to Stock 1206. He's been playing Escape from Tarkov, and I've been watching. While I'm like doing a bunch of stuff, I've been watching it. So you know, I wasn't really chatty, but I was able to watch. And I like the game. The game looks crazy. I think it's in beta stage right now. I don't think it has been released. Yeah, I don't think it has been released. So, because I went to it on Steam and I think it, you know, it wanted me to add it to my wish list or something. And I think there's a pre-order. I think if you go to the website, you can pre-order and gain access to the beta. So I thought about it, but I'm like, that backlog though. That backlog, I can't purchase anything, man, because that backlog is too crazy. This hat is a little tight. Let's loosen it up. Oh, come on. I think I put it on the exact same hole I had it on a second ago, which is stupid. It's annoying. But yeah, so that's all I've been playing. I didn't play a lot of stuff. We did have fun playing the escape room and playing, you know, keep talking and nobody explodes. That was fun. We didn't stream it or, you know, anything like that. We were just playing it. But I think it'll be fun to stream. It's just difficult to stream. The only way you can stream that game is if you know, get get like the co-stream thing going, where you stream together. I know there's a way to do it. Like there's ways to get around and get two people on the screen easier than the way I found. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll probably have a stream like that where we play something like that, and you can see us both on the screen, on the stream. We can co-stream, and I think that'll be fun and awesome. I think there's a way. An easier way. Like there are ways, but I think there's easier ways. Because we're doing these things, you always got to keep in mind that this will affect your CPU and GPU and all that. It will affect your bandwidth, so you got to be careful. You don't want to lag out. I mean, I got a decent rig, so I'm not stressing about it. I don't think I'll have any issues doing it either way, but I like having a lot of stuff going on my stream, so I don't have time for all that, like I used to. That's why I stopped using this laptop to stream and bought this PC, because this thing was it was selling me short. It was kind of messing me up, making me look bad out there. I don't want to be looking bad out there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody got time for that. All right, so let's move on. Oh, what's up? I made this cake. Every time you come, I want some cake now. Now I want some cake, and I have no cake. I haven't had cake in a while, like good cake. Like, you know what I want? I want some chocolate cake, like some soft, moist, not spongy, like some good, not too dry, thick. Some cakes be like that's like not good. Like, I don't know what happened, what went wrong, but try again cake. Like, I don't want that. I want that fresh out the oven, still soft and moist. You know what I'm saying? But not goopy. It's still like cake texture. Has I need some good chocolate cake with some vanilla ice cream. Moist. Moist. Boogie to the moist. Moist is a choice. Anyway, so let's get to the stories on the ledger today. Not the Heath ledger. No joking around. That was a pun. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Let's get rid of the intro and let's get the internet up. Okay. First story of the day. I like this one because it's free stuff. Like, I like, there's some best friend words, right? Like, when you tell me words like here, have, you can have this, free, discount, especially free. Free is the best one. That's the best thing you can say to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Those are best friend words. PS Plus subscribers who claim Final Fantasy VII Remake can get the PS5 upgrade for free this week. I'm jumping on that because I do own the Final Fantasy VII Remake from PlayStation Plus. As an early Christmas present. Ooh, it's an early Christmas present. Oh yeah. I'm just pressing random buttons because, it's hard to find the right button when I'm just going over. As an early Christmas present, Square Enix, or Enix, however you want to pronounce it, I pronounce it how I pronounce it, has announced that PlayStation Plus subscribers who redeem Final Fantasy VII Remake as part of the March 2021 lineup will be able to upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version for free starting Wednesday, December 22nd, just in time for the holidays. But that's not all. episode Intermission, the downloadable content starring Yuffie, is also 25% off for a limited time. Now is a great time to avail the offers and jump in if you haven't already. Shout out to everybody out there who does ads, and make sure you come to my stream and send your people so that I can get put on, so I can make some money, using my voice to do ads like that. I know it's an art. It's a real art, and but I think I can do stuff like that. Very specific ads, not just any ads. I can't do those random medication ads, like with the mad thousand list of side effects that are like deadly. worse than what you're trying to treat. Yeah, I don't know if I could do one of those, like something for lymphoma or something. I don't think I can do the voice over for those ads. Those are a very specific voice. But yeah, that's cool. It's 25% off for a limited time. One day I think it'll be cheaper than 25%, so we can hold off on the buying. Well, I'll hold off on buying that. I have a backlog. I can't really it doesn't make sense for me to invest in certain things, right away. If I haven't finished my backlog and Horizon comes out, I'm buying it still. If I haven't finished my backlog and God of War comes out, Ragnarok, I'm buying it still. Dying Light 2, I'm buying it still. There's some games that I'm still gonna buy, even though my backlog is crazy, because, those games are, I gotta get them. They're worth it. I'm gonna wanna, put my backlog to the side, put it to the back, it's the backlog, and then take care of those new games. I kind of want to do that for Death Stranding, Director's Cut, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. But I am playing Miles Morales. I haven't played it in a week or so, but I need to get back in it. I'm gonna grind it. I might just try to, skip trying to platinum it and just do the story to get through the story, so that at least I finish the game so I can move on. I'm not gonna attempt to finish Returnal. And there's a story here today that will help you understand my struggles. So, next story. Come on. Netflix The Witcher Season 3 script is almost done, says showrunner Lauren Schmidt. His rich what? His rich uncle? His rich grandfather? What? Which person? Oh, that's a dad joke. If there ever was a dad joke, that was a dad joke. I haven't seen season 2 yet. It's been out for 3 days. But the good thing about it, it's a Netflix series, so it's all there. It's not like Disney Plus, where, we gotta wait every week for a new episode. Sorry, Disney Plus, stop slacking on that. You already got those episodes filmed already. Just put them all out at once, yo. Man. Netflix's The Witcher Season 2 only went live on December 17th, but if you're one of those who've already binged it, you'll be pleased to note that the script for Season 3 is almost done. That's good news. The bad news? The creative process is only just starting, so it'll be a while before we see the next season. Yeah, exactly. But hey, at least we've learned to navigate the pandemic now. What? Actually, this is our last week, December 3rd, in the writer's room. Showrunner Lauren Schmidt Hisrich told Tech Radar in an exclusive interview. We're almost done with the scripting phase, and it's amazing. I'm really thrilled with how the season is shaping up because it's based on my favorite book in the saga, which is The Time of Contempt. You haven't finished season 1? Wait, all this time? You know how long ago season 1 was and you still ain't... Come on, man. Come on, son. No, you get this. How you ain't watched the whole full season of The Witcher? Yeah, forget it. Yeah, forget it. Next story. George R.R. Martin thinks video games are as big as movies, if not bigger. Preach on, George R.R. Martin, preach on. Author George R.R. Martin penned a blog over the weekend reflecting upon his work on From Software's Elden Ring. He recalled being contacted by Hidetaka Miyazaki to build a fantasy world, and although video games are not really his thing, he found the offer too interesting to refuse. While talking about Elden Ring, Martin claimed that video games are as big as movies, bigger actually. I'm with him, because you control it, you play it. It's a longer experience. You're more invested in it. I tell you, all right. Miyazaki and his team from Software were doing groundbreaking stuff with the gorgeous art, and what they wanted from me was just a bit of world building, a deep, dark, resonant world to serve as the foundation for the game they planned to create, Martin recalled. And as it happens, I love creating worlds and writing imaginary history. So I did my bit and handed off to my new friends in Japan, and they took it from there. And years passed. Video games are as big as movies these days, bigger actually, and take just as long to create. While expressing his excitement over Elden Ring's release date drawing close, Martin claimed that the game looks incredible. After what seems like forever, Elden Ring will finally release on February 25th, 2022 for the PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One and Series X, and PC. From Software. So that game is definitely going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun. And he's calling again. This kid just don't listen. He don't learn. It's Monday. They gotta know him. They gotta know I'm here. Next story. This is what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. While I'm not gonna attempt to try to finish this game before I play other stuff. I come back to this game every now and then and give it a shot. But the part I'm at, is so like, I gotta take my time, relax, and I have nothing else to do. Because I gotta take my time and build up my levels and get strong and ready so I can defeat these big, like, these things fly in and they just shoot you. I don't know if I'm using the wrong weapons or what. I don't know what my formula, like what I'm doing wrong is, but they keep killing me. They're like relentless. They never stop, like, and they always get me. I got close, man, but nope. PSN trophy data suggests the majority of Returnal players didn't finish the game, but that's hardly surprising. Exactly. The game is crazy. It's really good, but it's really hard. The majority, almost everybody did not finish the game. Over the weekend, video game stats and metrics website How Long to Beat published its annual year in review list for 2021, revealing that Capcom's Resident Evil Village was one of the most completed games this year. One of the lists suggested that, based on their user-submitted data, Housemarque's Returnal was one of the least finished, most retired games this year. It's mad difficult. The latter caused quite a bit of a stir because it simply took into account the total amount of people who dropped the game prior to finishing it, which means that popular games would understandably have a higher number of people quitting before finishing. Nevertheless, Returnal being on the least finished list spurred numerous headlines and kickstarted a debate, prompting HLTB, How Long to Beat, to release another list of least played games that considered the percentage of players who dropped the game after starting it. However, PlayStation Network data suggests that a vast majority of Returnal players did not in fact see the campaign through to the end. According to PSN trophy data, only 30.3% of Returnal players finished Act 1. Approximately 23% finished Act 2, and about 10% finished Act 3. Even if we assume that a number of players didn't sync trophy data, it wouldn't make a huge difference. These stats shouldn't be too surprising. While single-player games tend to have high completion rates, The Last of Us Part 2 and God of War, Returnal's difficulty coupled with the absence of a save option threw a lot of people off. Yeah. Housemarque did end up introducing a suspend point feature, but it still wasn't a traditional save option, and it's understandable that a lot of players had already moved on to other games by then. For what it's worth, Housemarque is considering adding more options like suspend point in the future, so we might see an increase in completion rate. Act 3 is the one I'm at. 10%. I don't feel too bad no more. Only 10% of you jerks out there finished that one, you know? Act 3 is cray-cray. I can't, like, I can't, like, it's, it's hard, yo. It's difficult. I mean, I can do it. I can do it. I'm just not trying it anytime soon. Again, because I put too much time, effort, and stress into that game already. So I'll wait. But, you know, that does make me feel better. And now, you know, I see other people feel my pain. Next story. GTA Trilogy and Balan Wonderland were among 2021's worst reviewed games, according to Metacritic. Now, I'm not going to get to the story just yet. The GTA Trilogy is a major release because it's a remaster of a famed trilogy that, you know, it's a legendary trilogy. And this other game, I don't even know who makes that. I don't know what that even is. It says, with 2021 coming to a close, review aggregator Metacritic has released its list of the worst reviewed video games of the year, which includes Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, and Yuji Naka's Balan Wonderworld. GTA Trilogy was quite an embarrassment for Rockstar Games. I don't know why. The Grove Street Games developed title launched in a woeful state, prompting demands for refunds. The trilogy was unavailable on Steam for what seemed like forever, and the original games, which were pulled from the sale once the bundle released, were restored. Many pointed out that Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick had lamented the state in which Cyberpunk 2077 launched, only for a Take-Two title to end up releasing in a similar state. I mean, I've only played Part 3, you know, the remastered one, so I can't speak for the rest of them. I didn't find it. I mean, there was normal, like, that these kind of video games have normal, like, little glitches here and there. Nothing too crazy. I wouldn't say the game's broken. I wouldn't ask for a refund. I want to keep playing. Anyway, other games gracing the list included eFootball, of course, Konami's new free-to-play game that was released in lieu of Pro Evolution Soccer, which has now been shelved for good. Wow. Check out Metacritic's list of 2021's 10 worst review games via Video Games Chronicle below. Do note that scores of multi-platform games are averages that consider all platforms. eFootball, number 1, was eFootball multi-platform. It got a 25. Number 2, Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood PS4, 42. Balan Wonderland multi-platform, 44. Of Bird and Cage PC, 44. Demon Skin, 48. That's on PC. Pixel Junk Raiders Stadia, 49. The Unexpected Quest multi-platform, 49. Taxi Chaos, also multi-platform, 51. Akiba's Trip, Hellbound and Debriefed, multi-platform, 52. Arkham Horror, Mother's Embrace, multi-platform, 53. GTA The Trilogy Definitive Edition, multi-platform, also 53. Necromunda Hired Gun, multi-platform, of 55. Wowza. Man. but you know, eFootball got a 25 and the closest one was a 42. You like should never put that game out. You're straight up, yo. That's a bad score, yo. Anyway, next story. PS5 exclusive Destruction AllStars is getting quite a few key changes in January 2022. Lucid Games' PlayStation 5 exclusive Destruction AllStars had quite a rocky launch, but you'll be pleased to note that the game is still alive and kicking. In fact, it has enough of a dedicated community to warrant quite a number of changes to the gameplay experience in January 2022. In a lengthy Reddit post, Lucid Games said that while it doesn't have any in-game festivities planned for the Prime holiday season, it'll release a big patch next month that'll change the look of Destruction AllStars menu and UI, making it more user-friendly. The gameplay itself will also get visual changes because certain actions lack clarity or could get lost in busier moments on screen. The HUD is being revamped, visual effects are being changed to make things more visible and easier to understand, and some things are being toned down to avoid a clutter. Post-match screens are being updated to display total XP earned and a quick breakdown of where the XP came from. In addition to this, and a lot more, the recognition system, REC, will be changed substantially. More details about the new recognition system will be revealed in due course, but you can expect changes to the way you earn your hero vehicle in All-Star Breaker. Excuse me. Any of our readers still playing Destruction All-Stars? I've never played it. So the answer over here is no, I have never played it. I have it. It was free, PlayStation Plus. But, I never got around to play it. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Finally, something came out. I apologize if that was disgusting. I'm sorry. But, next story. I pressed the wrong button. This one I like. Until Dawn, the Dark Pictures studio, Supermassive, hiring for unannounced multiplayer project. Shut up. Until Dawn and the Dark Pictures developer, Supermassive Games, is actively hiring for a new unannounced project, and one of the roles it's looking to fill is that of multiplayer game designer. Excuse me. Going through the job description, Supermassive is in pursuit of someone who can create multiplayer combat, progression, and tutorial systems. Essential skills include the ability to work on balancing, lag compensation, and online economies. There is also mention of social features like guilds and events. Furthermore, the incumbent must be able to create a rewarding, visually exciting, and exhilarating experience for the player. While this does sound like a departure from Supermassive Games' recent portfolio, the studio isn't entirely new to multiplayer games. During his time collaborating exclusively with Sony, Supermassive worked on Killzone HD and Little Big Planet DLC, among other projects. We are looking for a highly talented, motivated, and experienced person to work on new, as yet unannounced project, reads the aforementioned job description. You will collaborate with design, engineering, art, and animation teams to create varied and compelling multiplayer systems, from combat to progression systems. We haven't a clue what Supermassive is up to at the moment, but we'll keep our eyes and ears peeled and keep you posted. In the meantime, feel free to throw out wild guesses in the comments below. Well, I'm going to throw out a wild guess here. I can't help but to think of how their games are. Like, it's horror, but there's groups of people. You control one person at a time. I'm feeling like it's going to have like elements of like Dead by Daylight and Until Dawn, like with an Until Dawn like kind of like thing going. It doesn't necessarily mean it's multiplayer PvP. It could be multiplayer co-op, like the likes of Rainbow Six Extraction. You know what I'm saying? It could be something like that. Who knows? I think that could be a possibility, that they can do something like that. Because their games always have a group of people, but, you know, it's only a one-player game. Which you can play, I don't know if all of them, with a second person. I know, Man of Medan, A Little Hope, those two I've played. I gotta play House of Ashes, but that's just on the list. You know, I haven't even bought it yet, so it's not even on the backlog list yet. But it's one of those that I have to play because I played the other ones in the series. And yeah, that's how it goes. But those games you can play with another person. You know, the first two I mentioned. I don't remember if Until Dawn was like that. I don't think it was. Or you can go. No, you can't. You can't go through it with a person. I don't think. But you know, that's not. You know, that's co-op. But they talking about multiplayer. You know, and factions and stuff like that. So I feel like there could be a world where it's kind of like integrated. All that stuff is integrated. Everything that they've been doing with these games is kind of, you know, blended into a game that has elements of something like Dead by Daylight in a way. I don't think it's going to be like a clone of that, because that just I don't think anyone would like that. I don't think that would be any good. I don't think that would make sense anyway. Excuse me. Just like I'm like, I need to see more about this Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that's coming out, because I'm wondering how that's going to play out. Is it just going to be, because they had in Dead by Daylight, they had Leatherface. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm wondering, is it, you know, how's it going to play out? Like, how's that going to play? Is it going to be like one of those, or is it, you know, different? I want it to be different, you know, but, you know, we'll see. But that, you know, that's cool. Like, though Supermassive, their games are awesome. They look good. Like, the graphics, no slouch. There are no slouch on the visuals. So you know it's gonna look good. So whatever it is, it'll look good. I just hope it plays good and it makes sense, and it's not another battle royale game. Please, none, no more. Next story. Square Enix files trademark for long forgotten 90s platformer Gex. Square Enix has filed a fresh trademark application for 1990s Crystal Dynamics developed platformer Gex. As spotted by Jamatsu, the application was filed on December 15th per the European Union Intellectual Property Office's website, with Square Enix listed as the owner. Gex was previously owned by Eidos Interactive, which became parent company of Crystal Dynamics in 1998. When Eidos Interactive became a Square Enix property in 2009, Gex came with it. The first game in the series released in 1995 on the PlayStation 1, Sega Saturn, 3DO, and Windows. 3DO, wow. The second and third games released in 1998 and 1999 respectively. According to the folks over at Unseen 64, a fourth entry was in development for the PlayStation 2 but was later canceled. Only 2 pieces of concept art were ever seen of the canceled title. The last thing ever released in the franchise was a book in 2000. Then in 2017, Square Enix made a series of Eidos properties available as part of Square Enix Collective, a program allowing developers to create games based on old IPs. Gex was part of the collection. It's unclear if Square Enix is merely renewing its ownership of the trademark, or if someone ended up making a new Gex game. We'll find out in due course and keep our readers posted. Okay. I never played Gex, so I don't know if, you know, I don't know. It's an old school game, so I'm pretty sure people liked it. I'm pretty sure where they got the Gecko from. You know, straight ripoff. But, or, you know, other way around. I don't know. They said the first one came out in 95. I don't think they had those Geico with the Gecko commercials in 1995. So I think it's safe to say that Geico ripped off Eidos Interactive's Gex. I had to say that right. It is Eidos Interactive, I think. See, now my nose is starting to run. I hope this passes really quick. I don't want a sore throat or runny nose. But yeah, next story. Actor Ernie Hudson confirms another Ghostbusters game is in development. At the end of the September, Friday the 13th, developer Illphonics co-founder Raphael Sadiq revealed his studio was working on a new Ghostbusters game. The game hasn't been officially announced and nothing else had been said since then. However, earlier this week, Ghostbusters actor Ernie Hudson confirmed he was doing another video game in the Celeb Fan Fest Film Festival panel streamed live by Countdown City Geeks. Hudson has played the role of Winston Zeddemore since the very first Ghostbusters movie in 1984. I was 2 years old. Wow, that movie is old. That means we didn't. When did Ghostbusters 2 come out? I feel like we saw Ghostbusters 2 in the movie theater. What year did that come out? I know I was old enough to be at the movie theater. I gotta see when that came out, because if that one came out in 84, you know, it had to have been a couple of years in between. I'm thinking it may have been a few years in between for me to remember it, you know. So what year was that? How long between the first two movies? I didn't know the first Ghostbusters movie came out that early, 1984. Wow. And he resumed his Ghostbusters role in Ghostbusters Afterlife that hit theaters last month. He revealed during the panel that he'd not long received an email because we're doing another video game and the developer would like him to be the voice actor for Winston's role. The unmentioned developer, assumed to be Illphonic, is scheduling it now to do the recording. Whether any of the other actors will join him remains to be seen. Hudson believes Dan Aykroyd will also be reprising the role of Dr. Raymond Stantz, although he wasn't sure if Bill Murray will be returning as Dr. Peter Venkman. Hudson also revealed he'd been helping with the prototypes for Winston's likeness in-game, although the developers seem to have a hard time creating an accurate appearance. It's so weird to me that they can get Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis, I think that's the exact name, to look exactly like they look, but I end up looking like Eddie Murphy or somebody. You can view the first part of the panel in its entirety below, including on why Hudson decided to reprise his role in Ghostbusters Afterlife and what he'd have liked to have taken away from the original Ghostbusters movie. Nice. Little else was divulged about the game. We don't know whether it'll be an independent story or where the game will fit into the franchise lore. We also don't know potential platforms or have any idea of a release window. However, we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we hear anything more. Okay, we'll be on top of it, checking up on that stuff. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come across my desk, you know, my trusty desk I have right here. You know, my big old desk that you guys see. That's what my desk looks like. This is not virtual. There are portals next to me. That's the reason why my arms disappear when I put my Ghostbusters 2 was 1989. Okay, so I was 7. Man. So 5 years in between. Not bad, I guess. Great timing though. The soundtrack was dope. They had that Bobby Brown joint. That's my joint. Moving on to the next one. Slitterhead will explore life and death in the process of decay throughout everyday life. Wow. Let's read this. Eiichi Toyama's new company, Bohet Game Studios, announced their upcoming project, Slitterhead. He's the Silent Hill creator, one of the creators of Silent Hill, during the Game Awards at the start of this month. Few details about the action-adventure game have been revealed, seeing as the game is not yet in full production. But in an interview with IGN Japan, Toyama did give us more details, including that Slitterhead will explore life and death and the process of decay throughout everyday life, something expected to be fairly shocking to players. Toyama clarified He can't go into a lot of details yet, but he did elaborate on the game's trailer. The game is seemingly set in a rundown Asian city where the featureless concrete high-rises all look the same. Alleys are filled with rubbish and graffiti, and abandoned cars block the streets whose only bright spots are the neon signs. The city is a fictional location inspired by 1980s and 1990s Hong Kong. However, it's not the real Hong Kong. The game will explore an original setting that blends the nostalgic sights of that city with pure fiction. The trailer was also filled with seemingly normal city residents that hide a deadly secret. They can mutate into terrifying skeletal monstrosities of various sizes that prey on humans and tear them apart. These creatures are called Yakushi, and they're a kind of monster that have their roots in classical theater. Players will need to find a way to smoke them out to make them reveal themselves, and this will be a major pillar of the adventure in the story, Toyama continued. The game will explore life and death in the process of decay throughout everyday life, so inevitably some of the developments and visuals will be quite shocking. That said, we are not only focusing on the gore itself, we intend to portray horror in a way that deepens the sense of immersion for the player. Although it is a horror game, we aim to make a game that is entertaining on a wide range of levels, with a story filled with mystery and new types of action gameplay. Slitherhead will be a third-person action-adventure game at heart. It will also include many new mechanics that have not been seen so far in other games, so I think it will result in a unique experience. However, we can't expect to see the game anytime soon. Exactly. I am going through withdrawal. I need a Silent Hill. The game has only just finished the prototyping stage, and they're committed to production until at least the end of 2022, so it will be no earlier than 2023 before the game is released. Platforms are also undecided, although Toyama did say he wanted to reach as many players as possible while maintaining the essence of the game. Okay. So Slitherhead. It looks like it's gonna be crazy. I just hope that the horror elements don't get drowned out with combat elements, like, you know what I'm saying? And the visuals have to be on point too, because that also, you know, sets the tone for how horror it is, if that makes sense to you. Because if the visuals look too ragdolly, or if they come across too like cheap, you know, it'll take away from the horror elements of it. Like if you don't set the tone right with like the setting, with like the atmosphere, you got to create the atmosphere. And you gotta have the right music. I mean, I know he did Silent Hill, so he knows a little something about it. I just hope that it isn't lost because it's, you know, a new studio, new, you know, thing. They're trying something new and trying to, you know, innovate and all that. So hopefully it doesn't get lost, because if it is actual horror, I think it'll be a pretty fun game to play. It looks like, I like the trailer. I thought it was pretty cool. But you know, we'll see what happens. All right. Next story. Gran Turismo 7 will feature brake lockup using adaptive triggers. This is one thing that I keep telling everybody. This DualSense, where are you? Where did I put my DualSense? I have too much stuff on my desk. It may not be near me. Unless Jacob came in here and now I have to go fight him for my DualSense. Oh, it's over there charging. Oh, it's finished charging. This controller right here, man. This thing is the greatest controller ever. Don't let anybody ever tell you. And don't buy those stupid like the scuff ones with the extra paddles and stuff. Cause yo, stop with that foolishness, yo. Stop with that nonsense. You don't need no more buttons. Just stop with that. Like I hate seeing those controllers. Those controllers irk my nerves. To each his own, but they irk my nerves. Like that really grinds my gears. You know what really grinds my gears? Controllers with extra paddles on the back, like, and extra buttons. Oh, you have extra paddles, and It's this and that. It's a pro controller. They charge you $300 for a controller that you're gonna be sitting there like, man, should I map a button to these things? You're gonna be pressing the regular buttons anyway. They're useless. It's stupid. And people who use them are probably gonna be like, you don't know what you're talking about. You probably do because you don't want to have it. You can't afford it. I don't want to buy one of those. All right, I bought 4 DualSense controllers. None of them are them because I don't want that. I just want colors. I don't want extra buttons. There's enough buttons. All right, we got 4 buttons at the top. We got 4 buttons on the side. We got 2 buttons here and 2 analog sticks, and then we got 4 buttons on the side here. Then we got the whole touchpad, and then we got 2 buttons here. That's enough buttons, y'all. And we got a button in the middle. 2 buttons, because this one is a button too. We don't need no more buttons. Too many buttons. But the adaptive triggers are really awesome. Like, they feel like you don't know exactly what it means to have them until you have them. Like, it's hard to explain when you're trying to shoot and you can feel like it won't let you press it any further. It's like kind of like going slow, like down, like you can feel, it almost feels like the actual thing. So like pulling triggers and stuff, when games utilize the adaptive triggers, you can feel like that sense of pulling the trigger. It's crazy. It's it's hard to explain. Like, you have to have one. You have to use one. In a behind-the-scenes video, Gran Turismo series creator Kazunori Yamauchi or Yamayuchi, I don't know how to pronounce it. I apologize. Detailed how Gran Turismo 7 will use the DualSense adaptive triggers when using the car brake. He also explained that GT7's escapes mode will support ray tracing. According to Yamauchi, the added graphical fidelity along with the new adaptive trigger features and haptic feedback will help GTA 7 feel more realistic than past Gran Turismo titles. In order to recreate realistic braking physics, the game will apply resistance to triggers as the player uses them to brake. At a certain point, however, brakes will lock up and the resistance will disappear. This mimics braking in real life, though not so common with modern cars that have ABS, where car brakes lock up after holding down the brake. The behind-the-scenes video notes, however, that these adaptive triggers will not appear in PS4 versions of Gran Turismo 7. Of course not. They don't have adaptive triggers on a controller. Additionally, Yamauchi states that the Escapes photography mode will support ray tracing. Combined with the game's selection of over 400 classic and modern cars, Yamauchi believes that images, which previously looked like CGI, will no longer look that way. He also notes in the video that ray tracing, in addition to 4K, 60 frames per second, and HDR features, will make the game appear even more realistic than before. The new additions are part of a larger return to the roots of classic Gran Turismo games. Rather than focusing on the esports aspects of the franchise, Yamauchi previously explained that Gran Turismo 7 will be a combination of the past, present, and future, a complete form of Gran Turismo. You can check out the official behind the scenes Gran Turismo 7 video below. You're not gonna watch the video, but yeah, Gran Turismo, those cars always look real good, and Gran Turismo 6 cars look awesome. Like when you go in photo mode and look at them, they look crazy. I could just imagine with ray tracing how that's gonna look. So I can't wait. I'm definitely picking this game up. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know. They need to come out with, I know it's gonna be expensive. I'm just thinking about it. It's probably gonna be like $400 if they do. With a new steering wheel for the PS5. Like Thrustmaster or somebody needs to come out with a new steering wheel that's, you know, dedicated to the PS5, because, you know, I love my steering wheel. But, you know, they talking all this adaptive trigger stuff. They need to have that for the braking system, you know, for the game. Yo, this boy called me one more time. Yo, nobody told him I'm streaming. Let me tell him I'm streaming. Let me tell. Where is he? Interrupting my stream. Like every week, somebody's interrupting my stream. Stop interrupting my stream. Next story. Oh wait, wrong button. CD Projekt Red settles Cyberpunk 2077 lawsuit with investors for 1.85 mil. Ooh. Turns out CD Projekt Red's investors aren't all that difficult to placate. A year after the developer was sued for making false and misleading statements regarding Cyberpunk 2077's console versions, which resulted in losses for investors, a settlement has been reached for 1.85 million. A paltry sum considering the ruckus. In the framework of negotiations concerning a potential settlement agreement in a case pending before the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, a proposal regarding key terms, which, if agreed upon, would provide the basis for a prospective written settlement agreement, was officially formulated on the 7th of December 2021. Reads a statement from CD Projekt Red. According to these terms, members of the class, including the plaintiffs, would relinquish all claims against the company and members of its management board. The deal is expected to conclude within a couple of months and is subject to the court's approval. Cyberpunk 2077's launch was the most embarrassing episode in CD Projekt Red's history. The company's management continued to make misleading statements and only doubled down on its claims when confronted. Recently, it emerged that the studio lied about Keanu Reeves having played Cyberpunk 2077 when the actor outright denied playing it during an interview. But all's well that ends well, for investors and CD Projekt Red, that is. So, yeah, they settled for some money. They got some money in the bank. Hopefully, CD Projekt Red gets it together, fix it up, and hurry up and comes out with the PlayStation 5 version. Well, no. Wait. Backtrack. Hold up. Don't hurry. Take your time. Do it right. You can do it. Take your time. Do it right. Only put it out when it's actually ready. Not before. Not after either. You know, when you get it right, when it's right, you know it's right. When them bugs and glitches and nonsensical things that usually happen are gone, it looks beautiful, plays beautiful, it's exciting, put it up. Not before that, though. Don't do it again to yourself. You'll be back in court with another class action lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't want to go and have to deal with that again. All right. Next story. Ha! One of my favorite games of all time that got so slept on. I got tired of hearing people talk about this game like this game wasn't absolutely amazing. This game was absolutely amazing. This game is one of the best games you'll ever play. People talked about it because it was short. There's a lot of games that are just as short, even shorter. All right? The game looked beautiful. The story was on point. The story was dope. The characters you fall in love with, they like the acting, the voice acting, the motion capture was like, yo, this game was amazing, yo. And it combined like elements of like the 1800s or whatever with like futuristic stuff and vampires and werewolves and stuff. I think it was vampires in it. This game was crazy, yo. If you've never played the Order 1886, you need to go play it. Sony's renewal of the Order 1886 trademark probably means nothing, but fans are excited anyway. I am excited because there's a possibility. I get excited off just the possibility of something that I love being either remade, remastered, or rebooted. Sony Interactive Entertainment has refiled a trademark application for Ready at Dawn's The Order 1886, fueling all kinds of speculation online. But it probably means nothing. But it probably doesn't mean anything, they say. Exactly, backlog. Shut up. Yo, yeah, it's your backlog. Yo, I don't know how you ain't played this game. This game is old, yo. This is a release title for the PS4. You wildin'. First spotted on Jamatsu, the fresh application was filed on December 9th, but as pointed out by Twitter user Jake Game in the replies, the original trademark expired on the 3rd of December. So we're assuming Sony is simply hanging on to the title a little bit longer. One can argue that Sony has something planned for the Order 1886 and hence it chose not to abandon the trademark. But again, companies often hang on to dormant properties, so as much as I personally want a sequel, fingers crossed, it doesn't look like anything is happening. Not anytime soon anyway. The Order 1886 was one of the PlayStation 4's highly anticipated then next-gen releases, but the game's length as well as its story were heavily criticized, which I don't understand. Many saw it as a tech demo of sorts. Nevertheless, the Order 1886 garnered a cult following and fans continued to ask and hope for a sequel because the game was crazy! And it wasn't that short. It was definitely not a tech demo. The game was crazy. You gotta play that game. Oh, you can watch Hollow play it if you want. I watched him play it because I played the game. I beat it. I love that game. That game is so crazy. Well, I watched Hollow play it and he beat it. So you can watch. He plays it. If you don't want to play it, you know. Whether we want a sequel or not remains to be seen. Whether we get a sequel or not remains to be seen. I want a sequel. But it's unlikely it'll come from Ready at Dawn since the developer was acquired by Facebook for VR development back in 2020. But PlayStation owns the property and they have Blue Point Studios. So don't ever think that these things can't happen and aren't happening, aren't being worked on. You don't know. So we shall see. Next story. Lucid Games is working on an unannounced first-party flagship AAA IP for PS5, strengthening Twisted Metal rumors. Destruction AllStars developer Lucid Games is working on an unannounced first-party flagship AAA IP for the PlayStation 5. The existence of the game was revealed through a developer's LinkedIn profile that was found by Twitter user Timur222. The discovery is currently fueling rumors that the developer is working on a Twisted Metal revival. The AAA IP was announced on the LinkedIn profile of technical game designer Drew Williams Rostron, who worked at Lucid Games in that role from August 2020 until October 2021. The unannounced first-party flagship AAA IP would fit in nicely with the rumors that have suggested the developer is reviving the Twisted Metal franchise. There hasn't been a game in the franchise since the release of Twisted Metal on PlayStation 3 in 2012. Reports suggest the new game will be a free-to-play title that is set to release in 2023 alongside the Twisted Metal live-action series in production at Sony Pictures Television. In the meantime, Lucid Games also continues to work on the free-to-play Destruction Derby game, Destruction AllStars. So yeah, we talked about that earlier in the stream, but yeah, so all you Twisted Metal fans, and we've been clamoring for a new Twisted Metal game. We've heard rumors, recently about it as well. We're just trying to find something that, solidifies it and makes us, understand, yeah, it is being developed. But I mean, it's almost apparent that it is because they talk about wanting to put out one with the show. Like the game and the show coming out at the same time, will help each other along. So people who don't play video games will see the show and might want to check out the video game. People who don't watch don't watch shows like that, they'll play the game and be like, let me check out the show. The show might be crazy. So I think they're working on it. But next story. Remedy confirms Alan Wake 2 will be a third-person game. Original cast set to return. Oh, my nose. Remedy Entertainment Sam Lake took to Twitter to confirm that Alan Wake 2 will be a third-person video game. Additionally, I don't know if that's two I's or L and an I, or I and I don't know. Billy and Matthew Peretta will return in the role of the titular character. For those unfamiliar with the series, Billy is Alan Wake's character model, and Peretta lends the character his voice. In the same tweet, Lake thanked fans for their enthusiasm and announced that Remedy will now go dark to finish Alan Wake 2's production. That means they don't want to hear nothing from nobody. They staying away from friends and family. They going on to their computers and in their offices, and they getting to work. They got cots in there. They probably got a hotel or something nearby, or if the studio is big enough, they already have a space like set up like maybe like Squid Game with a bunch of like beds and stuff in it, and they ready to go to work. Thank you from Sam Lake. Thank you for being as excited about Alan Wake 2 as we are. Heart, fire, flashlight. The flashlight is because that's part of the games. If you haven't seen Alan Wake, the first one, they just put out the remastered version for the PlayStation, and there's videos on the internet. Hollow, a YouTuber that I watch, he played through it, but there are a number of people playing it, so check it out. A couple of easy clarifications before we go dark to continue the work. Yes, this is a third-person game. Yes, okay, so he just said what they just said. Following the announcement of Alan Wake 2, Remedy revealed that the series will pivot from an action game to a survival horror game. While the first game had horror elements in it, the studio wanted a true horror experience based on its own take on survival horror. Remedy also said that the upcoming title will offer a deep, layered mystery and will provide the developers an opportunity to truly connect the gameplay and the story. It will release in 2023. So not next year, but 2023. Hopefully not the end of 2023, because that feels like 2 years from now. That is technically 2 years from now. We're at the end of 2021. So hopefully like February or something like that. January. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I want to play the first one, but I've watched it being played. So I don't know. I don't own it, but backlog first. Before I buy anything new, backlog first. Unless it's a brand new game like that I'm super hyped for, backlog first. Final story. Bully 2 rumors resurface after known insiders suggest a reveal may be coming soon. Bully 2. Hear us out before you start yelling. Sorry. I started yelling already. Sorry. Normally, we dismiss most Grand Theft Auto and Bully rumors, or any Rockstar Games related rumor for that matter, but this one came from, you guessed it, the reliable Tom Henderson. I mean, he hasn't disappointed us thus far, and his reports have been spot on, so just please read this one too, okay? Still there? Good. Yes, I'm still here. Apparently, Bully 2 was expected to be a surprise reveal at last week's, or whenever it was. This is an old story. The Game Awards, but something happened and it didn't turn up. However, Henderson's sources have been shown some material that suggests that the reveal source may be coming soon. We're further told that Rockstar Games showed off a playable version of. I feel like I read this already. If I read this last week, shame on me. But I don't know. There's been a lot going on. But I'm just wondering, like, what is Rockstar doing? To be honest, it's more like, Rockstar, what are you doing out there? Why haven't there been anything about a Grand Theft Auto 6? You're putting out Grand Theft Auto 5 again for the PS5, so it's not going to be at least till 2023, maybe 2024, 2025 before we get a Grand Theft Auto 6. That sucks. That's barfalicious. Get it together. So I don't know. Maybe a Bully 2. Maybe another Manhunt. At least cleanse the palate with another one of your other games. Bring back Midnight Club. Bring it back. It's because they're making the best game ever. They better be. It better not come out like CD Projekt Red did. like how they did with the trilogy that people are complaining about. It better be bug free, lag free, issue free, and it better just be awesome. Yes, if they Midnight Club Dub Edition 22 and they put like 22s, like a 22-inch rim on it. Or 23 if it comes out in 2023. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. You said you binged that game? I used to play that game all the time, yo. All the time. And then I had the PSP version. I played it all the time, yo. I had it on PS2 and PS3. And PSP, sorry. Keep saying PS3. You know why PS3's on my mind? Because I want to play Resistance Fallen Man, like remade. Remake Resistance Fallen Man. The first one. Like, start from the beginning. This game's going on right now. So we're going to get into some sports. Let's start with the games that are currently rolling right now. All right, I said it was the last story, but let's get into some sports. We talked a lot of video games. Currently the Jazz and the Hornets are playing in Utah. The Jazz, who are 20-9, going up against the 16-16 Hornets. The Jazz lead 80-68. Yikes. The Kings and the Warriors, the 13-18 Kings, going into what is it? What's the name of the arena? I'm blanking on the arena. They play in San Francisco now. What's the name of the Warriors arena? It's the new one, the Chase Center. To try to knock this high horse off its horse, which is probably not going to happen. This is a close game right now, but it probably doesn't have to stay that way. The 24-6 Warriors are up 40-31. And Chris Chiozza, who I call mini Steph, because he looks like Steph Curry when he's on the court sometimes. I get confused when I'm watching highlights. I'm like, wait, Steph? I thought Steph, they took Steph out the game. They talking about Steph is resting. It looks like he's on the floor. Oh, wait, that's Chiozza. Never mind. Right now, the Spurs and Clippers just got underway like a few minutes ago. It's a 7-4 game. Spurs leading the Clippers. Spurs at 11-18. The Clippers at 16-14. Philly and Boston played. They were both 15-15 coming into this game. Now that the 76ers have defeated the Celtics in Boston 108-103, the Sixers are now 16-15 and the Celtics 15-16. The 10-21 Rockets went into the United Center to play the Chicago Bulls, who just played their second game after having a 2-game layoff because of health and safety protocols, 2 games being postponed. The Bulls are now 19-10 after defeating the Rockets 133-118 in the United Center. Bulls getting their legs back quick. That's back-to-back wins. Speaking of back-to-back wins, who did they win? Who did they beat the last time? Yesterday, the Bulls beat the Lakers 115-110 in the United Center as well. So that's what I wanted to mention earlier. And then we have the Thunder getting an upset over the Grizzlies 102-99. The Grizzlies looked like they were going to run away with that game in the first quarter, being up 28-16. But then the Thunder, came storming back. Yeah, there was pun intended. Actually, that was natural. I didn't even set that one up. That's why it took so long to press the button. The Magic and the Raptors game has been postponed. I've seen a lot of games on this box down here lately in the postponed section. It's sad, but it's crazy, but it is what it is, You just gotta try to stay safe, try to stay healthy, It's all cray cray out here, but gotta do what we gotta do. All right, that's enough for the sports news for today. We talk basketball. I'm not gonna get into football. Let's get into football. Let's see what's going on in football. Let's look at the standings of football. My New York Giants are last in our division because we just can't win. We get in our own way. It's just sad. 4-10. Let's see who's got the best record. 11-3 for the Packers. Green Bay Packers are number 1 in the league. Ooh. Okay, let's look for the Buccaneers are 10-4. So we got the Cardinals, the Buccaneers, the Cowboys, the Chiefs. The Chiefs who were shaky in the beginning. Now they're leading up there. They're all 10-4. All tied for, second. So that's, second, third, fourth, fifth places. So sad stuff. I'm not gonna look into baseball. Baseball is not happening right now. I only watch basketball and football and baseball. So, but I may end up watching this Warriors game. Just they have 44 points, and I say that, so I definitely probably will check in because my man Steph Curry, greatest 3-point shooter of all time, man, is just he's just piling them on to his record. He's holding the record now for the most 3-pointers, made in history by a player. So he's piling them on still. Like he's adding more and more and more to that number. Is this dude's real last name Freedom? I didn't think they were still doing that. Or is that let me check the box score. Let's see. Oh wow. Cantor changed his last name to Freedom? I didn't even know that. Is that an official last name change? Is that's an official last name change, or it's just on the jersey? I mean, it's showing up here in the box score, so I think that's official. That's crazy. He's trying to make a statement. Yeah, like Meta World Peace. Yep. All right. It's crazy that the Celtics, they got pretty much a squad right now. And their record is the way it is. Let's look at the standings. We didn't look at the standings. Where that NBA standings? Right now, the Nets are number 1 in the East at 21-9, while the Bulls trail them at number 2 in the East at 19-10, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are 19-12 and 3rd in the East. What? Like what? The Cavaliers have a better record than the Bucks, the Heat, the Sixers, the Celtics, the Raptors. What? Like what? What's going on out here? And they whooped us the other night. But, in our defense, we had a lot of players. And that was the game before we went. And it was shut down for 2 games. Like, we can't play. We got 8 people. It's like the end of the bench. So, but then we came in and, we came back and won 2 straight. We wasn't having none of that. They're on a 6-game winning streak, the Cavs. I can't believe this. My eyes are seeing something I can't believe. Is my laptop not plugged in? It's probably not. But nonetheless, as it is what it is. Oh, let's look at the West. The Suns are 24-5, and the Warriors are 24-6. The Jazz are 20-9. The Grizzlies are 4th in the West. The Clippers are 5th at 16-14. The Nuggets are 15-14. The Lakers at 16-15. The Timberwolves are a playoff team right now at 15-15. The Mavericks are 14-15. It's a weird, it's bizarre world right now. Yeah, Kevin Love killing with Jared Allen. Yep. It's ridiculous. Like, you wouldn't think, you know, the Cavs, like, they picked up a bunch of, oh, they had a game postponed as well. And they beat the shorthanded Bucks. Of course you're going to beat teams when they, that's where they slipping by in a lot of places, because they beating teams that are like shorthanded like we were. You know, they like slithering by some of these teams. Is Sexton hurt? I don't know. But I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna go watch that Warriors game and chillax. I work tomorrow at 11. I want to post these 2 videos up, so I got to get the thumbnails together. So this Play Level podcast is officially over. Let's give a round of applause for that. I don't have an applause. I'm sorry. I thought I had an applause, but all right. I thought I had an applause, but when they updated my my thing, it went away. I need to add that. How do I add it? I think it's duplicate. All right. Too many crickets. Too many crickets. I'm trying to add it. Let's see. I need that too. Duplicate it. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to. Oh, it is. Okay, good. But I don't see the applause one. I don't know what that one would be. Sad trumpet, long slide whistle, swing crash. No music stuff. It's not prankster. I don't see applause, and I can't like type in something. Oh, I like the danger one. I do like the danger one. Oh, they have bad shot. Doorbell, bye-bye, alright. Karate, nuke, suspense. They don't have applause though. Where's applause? I'll find an applause and I'll get it added. It's annoying that I don't see an applause one. That is, doesn't make any sense for them to not have an applause. I'll find one. Anywho, I'm out of here. This has been a Play Level Podcast, episode 21, the Christmas special. Not really, you know, it's the last one before Christmas. So I didn't want to do like a Christmas themed one. You know, we all know it's Christmas time. I just wanted to wear the sweater, so that was good enough for me. I was going to put like Christmas lights on, you know, on the overlay and stuff, but I was like, I'm not doing all that. You know, maybe if I stream on Christmas, I'll do that, but not for the podcast. All right, the sweater was good enough. I'm Pablo Man 44. Thank you for tuning in. Shout out to Blue Dad for chilling in here. Shout out to everybody who stops by and watches the video, whether you're watching it on YouTube or you watched it live or as a VOD on Twitch. All right, check me out on TikTok at PabloMan44_Twitch. I have fun there. You will have fun too. I am goofy and it shows. Check out my YouTube channel, The Dad Level. The trailer, well, not the trailer, the intro to the videos is playing down below, so you know the logo and you're familiar with the intro. So when you click a video, you know it's me, you know it's my stuff. Tonight I will be posting last week's podcast and a Christmas special episode 2, and then this week I'll work on getting this episode of the podcast up on there so that, you know, I can keep it current. I want all of them on my YouTube so that I can go back and check them out, you know, later. You know, if somebody isn't up to gaming news, you know, don't know, you know, where to watch, where to look, and they stumble across my videos, then they get a whole lot of gaming news. You get a whole lot of stuff that, you know, you wouldn't know otherwise. So I'm excited about that. There is this slow clap. Maybe I'll do that one. I'll add that one. Let's duplicate that one. I like that one. Shh. All right. All those voices. I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. I don't know, a May live stream on Christmas. So, you know, make sure you follow me. You hit the bell for notifications so you know if I do stream, you'll get the notification for it. You'll be able to say Merry Christmas to me. But if not, if I don't see you before then, actually I will see you before then. I stream Wednesday and I stream Friday. Christmas is Saturday. So you'll see me twice before then. So I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll be playing backlog games, or we may be playing something with Halira. We'll see what happens. And Friday, we're back in Silent Hill. All right? Check you guys then. Tomorrow, Halira streams. She'll be streaming at 9 o'clock. I don't know what she's going to play, but make sure you follow her as well. I will type it in the comments, just in case, since she is not here. I put in all caps because all caps is on. I apologize. I don't really apologize, but that's her name. You can find it here on Twitch. It is lowercase. It is not all caps like mine. So, yeah, check her out. Don't know why she's not here, but, you know, whatever. I'm out of here. I'm PabloMan44. This has been my stream. Y'all be safe. Peace and love. If I can find my ending button. Don't yell. Ah!